Welcome to the season of self-love, your daily dose of inspiration and encouragement. I'm your host, Nyomi, and I am thrilled to be here with you today. This podcast is brought to you by Ask Nyomi and Elevate Me Self-Discovery. Are you ready to elevate your mindset and embrace the power of self-love? Well, have you come to the right place? Each day we'll dive into topics that will empower and inspire you on your journey towards self-discovery and personal growth. Whether you're looking to cultivate healthy relationships, boost your confidence, or find balance in your life, this podcast is here to support your every step on the way. We believe that self-love is the foundation of living a fulfilled and joyful life. And together we explore practical tips, insightful interviews, and transformative stories that will leave you feeling inspired and motivated. So join me Monday through Friday as we embark on this daily adventure of self-love. Tune in to the Season of Self-Love podcast to start your day on a positive note and discover the limitless potential within yourself. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Today is Wednesday, March 6, 2024. And greetings, my beautiful people. Welcome to the Season of Self-Love podcast. And I am your host, Nyomi, and I am so happy that you can join us today as we explore physical health fundamentals, a subject that is so essential to our path of self-love. And today we'll look at how taking care of our bodies is an important part of loving ourselves and a vital first step towards general well-being. So I know we just started, but let's take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to discuss more about caring for our bodies, all right? It's your girl, Goddess Nyomi here on the Season of Self-Love podcast, and we'll be right back.
This March, Ask Nyomi, Bridging the Gap presents to extraordinary guests who are breaking boundaries and sharing their unique perspectives. On March 14th, join us as we welcome Brian Reeves, a former U.S. Air Force officer turned relationship coach and author of Choose Her Every Day or Leave. Get ready for an eye-opening discussion on love, relationships, and the power of daily choices. Then, on March 28th, prepare to be captivated by Curtisan Rennie Martin from the iconic Moonlight Bunny Ranch in Nevada. Hear her inspiring story as she challenges stereotypes and shines a light on the world of sex work. Don't miss these compelling conversations. Subscribe now and tune into Ask Nyomi, Bridging the Gap.
Love Podcast with Nyomi, where every day is a chance to embrace self-discovery and personal growth. Join Nyomi on a transformative journey, streaming exclusively on Spotify and Breaker. With daily episodes from Monday through Friday, podcast is your daily dose of inspiration, motivation, and self-love. Dive deep into engaging conversations about self-care, mindfulness, and personal development. Nyomi brings you expert insights, practical tips, and uplifting stories from thought leaders in the field. Embark on a journey of self-discovery and unlock the power of self-love. Mark your calendars and tune in to the Season of Self-Love podcast, available every weekday on Spotify and Spreaker. Remember, it's time to prioritize yourself and embrace the beautiful season of self-love. Get inspired and join Nyomi on the Season of Self-Love podcast.
All right, it's your girl, the Goddess Nyomi here on the Season of Self-Love, and welcome back. Today we're talking about foundation of physical health and caring for your body. All right, so before we get into the topic, let's begin with the breathing practice to help us to ground ourselves and to ground ourselves. All right, so locate a peaceful area and settle comfortably. Close your eyes. All right, let's inhale deeply, filling our lungs to the brim, and I want you to hold it for a little while, a few moments. All right, then slowly release it. Now I want you to take another deep breath in through your nose, filling your lungs. Yes. Now I want you to feel your chest and your abdomen expand as you inhale deeply. Now slowly exhale through your mouth, letting go of any tension or stress with your breath. Now I want you to feel your body relaxing with each breath out. Now take another deep breath in, this time counting to 4 as you fill your lungs and hold your breath for a moment at the top. Now exhale slowly, counting to 6 as you release the air from your lungs. I want you to feel a sense of calm washing over you as you breathe out. Now continue this rhythmic breathing pattern, focusing on the sensation of air entering and leaving your body. Allow your mind to clear and your body to relax. Now, as we conclude this breathing exercise, I want you to take a final deep breath in and exhale fully, releasing any remaining tension. Now, when you are ready, gently open your eyes and take a moment to notice how you feel. And I want you to prepare to engage in this discussion on physical health fundamentals with a sense of calm and focus. Allow this breathing technique to help you to become totally present and attentive and prepare to receive the insights that we will be discussing today. All right, so if you are new to the Season of Self-Love podcast, this is something that we do every day, Monday through Friday, is that we do a guided breathing exercise, sort of like a meditation to help to ground us, to center us so we can be relaxed and ready to receive whatever message that it is to be received today. All right, so today's topic is about physical health and caring for your body. We're going to discuss that in this segment, and it's all about understanding what physical health is. So physical well-being includes eating right and exercising and getting enough sleep and taking good care of our bodies. But it's closely related to self-love, because taking good care of our bodies show that we value and we appreciate who we are. So let's talk about how to evaluate our physical health as it is right now and create objectives that will truly help us to get better. All right, so right now it's about evaluating our current physical health and setting measurable goals that can be a great way to improve our overall well-being. So I'm going to share with you some steps that you can assess your physical health in creative, effective objectives. One is to assess your physical health. Start by considering different aspects of your life, your physical health, such as your cardiovascular fitness, your strength, your flexibility, and your body composition. And also take note of the existing health conditions or concerns that may impact your physical well-being. So for me, I have lower back pains. So I know yesterday I had posted up a video of me putting on a corset or a cincher. And what I wear it now for is, especially if that day I'm lifting weights, it's more for a back control for me, or a back support for me. Also consider how you feel on a daily basis, including your energy level, your sleep quality, and your stress levels. Another thing is to set SMART goals. Be specific. Define specific areas of your physical health that you want to improve. For example, aim to increase your weekly exercise frequency or improve your cardio endurance. Measurable. Establish quantity metrics to your track and track your progress. And this could include tracking the numbers of steps taken per day, the amount of weightlifting during strength training, or the duration or your cardio exercise. Achievable. Set goals that are realistic and within reach. And consider your current fitness level and lifestyle when you are determining the attainability of your objectives. All right, so let me say this. For me, right now, I am on, I guess you want to say a weight loss journey, something like that, a weight loss journey. Now, I've tried everything from trainers to meal plans. I have several memberships to the gym for years that I never went to. I even have my own gym here at my home. But for some reason, I would do really good for like 3 months, and then I'll travel and go out, and it'll be over. It'll just be over. I think what was happening for me is that I've always been very athletic. very athletic. I played basketball, ran track in high school and some college. And so, and I danced. And so that was usually my way of keeping myself in shape, you know. After my last baby that I had at 40 years old, that is when my metabolism started to slow down. So weight came onto my body. And I didn't know exactly how to get it together, kind of put it back in order because I'm used to my body just snapping back in place. But after I hit that 40 and I had that baby, man, please, my body was like, girl, bye. But what I had to learn is that usually my workouts used to be suicides. Like I would do my basketball warm-ups and stuff like that. And I would do weight training because I knew that I can quickly get my body back in shape. Now that I am a big 51, it's not like that no more. And now I have to understand that. So right now I weigh, well, actually as of this morning, I weigh 200 and I think it's 200 pounds. I think it's 200 pounds. But on Monday I was 205. So my goal is to break it down, to come down to 185. And I mean, I'm toned. I want to be toned and all that. I want this 5'9.5", tall body to be, statue. I don't want to be skinny. I just want to be toned. But also I want to make sure that I'm eating the right foods for me in a healthy way, All right. So another thing is being relevant, to ensure that your goals are aligned with your overall desire to improve your physical health. So focus on objectives that will have a meaningful impact on your well-being and time bomb. Establish a clear timeline for achieving your goals and setting deadlines that can help you to stay motivated and accountable. For me, I'm going to be honest. I kind of push myself. And if you was listening to yesterday's show, I am a type A personality. I am very driven. I am very competitive. I am a recovering perfectionist. So I tend to kind of push myself more than I need to. So I have to mindfully tell myself, look, do not over push yourself. I would do that on the first day and be out for the next few days. But now I'm learning how to regulate the way that I move, regulate understanding that you are no longer 135 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Now you a whole big 205. And so all of that weight on there, it ain't going to move the same way that it moved when you were 20, 30, and even 40. So in that aspect, I have to think of that. So when you are doing that, think about that too. Think about where you are today, not what you did when you was playing basketball or running track or whatever, but how you are today, and be real with yourself. Be real with yourself on where you are at. And then start from there. And then that's where you can start to build your foundation on how to create your plan. All right, another one is seek professional guidance. Consider consulting with a healthcare provider, a fitness trainer, or a nutritionist to get you a personalized recommendation based on your current physical health status and goals. All right, I'm all in for that. I really am. Because I did that. When I say I spent thousands of dollars on programs, trainers, all of that, and got great. Man, when I say I was looking good, I was looking good. But after that, I can no longer do it. And I know you probably say, Naomi, that was because you didn't have the discipline. And you're right. I didn't. And I'm going to tell you, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm going to be honest with you, God, on here when I say this. Look. Remember what I said, that I was a type A personality? I am. And within that type A personality, and I can admit this, that not only am I competitive, am I a perfectionist, but sometimes I think I know it all. Yeah, I've gotten better with that. So in saying that is that I'm a person that always would do my research. And honestly, I would try to cut out the middleman. I'm just being honest. I would try to cut out the middleman. And for a lot of times, the nutritionist, the trainer, all of these people were the middleman to me knowing my foundation that I was very athletic, that I knew what my body was, all of these things. I knew what I should be eating. So recently I said, wait, let me do this. They always talk about how AI can just give you so many things. AI can write a book. AI can build a website. AI can do all of these things. Then I said, can AI give me a fitness plan? Can AI give me a food plan? Can it do that? If I put in everything, who I am, I'm a 5'9.5", 51-year-old woman, was physical. I'm now weighing 205 pounds. I don't eat chicken or turkey. This is what I am. I am now doing the intermediate. Can you break everything down? I'm trying to get from 205 to 185, and I want to do it in this time. So what is that I need to do? Oh, and also, I'm going to be filming this for TikTok because look, I'm trying to make some money on TikTok as well. So I am buying certain things from the TikTok shop store, like the mini stepper and the weighted hula hoop and such and such and such. So I want you to incorporate all of these things into that workout plan. And guess what? I have that plan. And I am right now doing the challenge for the month of March and see if I will be able to do the AI challenge, following all the directions, will I be able to get down to my desired weight? So for me, this is making it fun for me. And why I say this is because I have a lot of people that, I posted up what I'm doing and stuff like that. And I have my DMs are flooded. My emails are flooded with people say, I can personally train you, to do this or that. No disrespect, but I've been there. And it's something that I truly need to do on my own. And so I figured with just my motivation alone to let me do it, I have to do it. And honestly, this is a part of my self-care. This is a part of my self-love routine. This is something that is needed for me to do, period. All right? So also, as I said, if you don't have the strength to do it, go get some professional help, for real. For real. All right, and also track your progress. Keep a journal or use a fitness app to monitor your activities and progress and setbacks. So regularly review your performance against your set objectives and adjust your goals as needed to reflect your evolving needs. By evaluating your current physical health settings, SMART goals, and seeking professional guidance and tracking your progress, you can develop a structure and an effective plan to enhance your well-being and achieve your desired outcomes. All right, so now that we understand about our physical health and the foundation of it, let's take a quick break. And when we come back, we're going to go deeper into this topic, all right? It's your girl, the goddess, NmW&x here on the Season of Self-Love podcast, and we'll be right back.
Hey, it's Dr. Will with the Washington Wellness Institute. Here at the Institute, we focus on so many different things, but our biggest focus is modernizing how we take mental illness into holistic wellness and making healing a lifestyle. So if you're interested in taking the next steps, whether it's a clinician, community member, or simply just a friend, sign up today for a 15-minute consultation. You won't regret it. Be kind to yourself and heal always.
All right, well, welcome back. It's your girl, the goddess, NmW&x here on the Season of Self-Love podcast. And today we're talking about foundation of physical health and well-being. And in the last topic, we talked about understanding what your physical health is, kind of doing the foundational work before you even set your plan to do. All right, but in this segment, we're talking about our base nutrition base. So in order to maintain both our physical and our health, and consequently our journey towards our self-love, nutritious is very essential. So consuming a healthy, well-balanced food, nourishing for our bodies, it improves our moods and it gives us energy for a daily living. And it honors and it cares for our body. So lately, I've been on this mindful eating train, since November last year. And I kind of created this list of key nutrients and resources and books that you can take a look at and help find your nutrition base for your body and nurturing. So here's a key list of nutrients and resources that you can incorporate in mindful eating. All right, protein. With protein, there's a book called The Mindful Eating Workbook. Simple Practices of Nurturing a Positive Relationship with Food. And this is by Vince Sui, Stsui. All right, and this book combines practical exercises and mindful eating techniques to help readers develop a healthier relationship with food and improve your overall well-being. All right, my next one is fiber. That's key. Fiber. All right, the source is Savor, Mindful Eating and Mindful Life by Thich Nhat Hanh. All right, so let me spell this for you because I'm probably just breaking the names all up. It's THIC is the first name, NHAT is the middle, and HANH is Han, and Dr. Lillian Chung. And this book explores the connection between mindfulness and eating habits, offering guidance on how to cultivate a more conscious approach to food consumption. All right, so this is one of my favorites that I do eat often. I actually take vitamins too, is the omega-3 fatty acids. And the book that you should be reading on that you can is Eating Mindfully by Susan Albers. Now, Dr. Super Albers, she provides strategies for incorporating mindfulness into daily practices, and she emphasizes on the importance of awareness of intentionality when choosing foods rich in omega-3 fatty acids. All right, the next one is antioxidants. The resource is The Joy of a Half a Cookie, Using Mindfulness to Lose Weight and End the Struggle with Food by Jean Christeller and Alicia Bowman. All right, and this book offers guidance on using mindfulness techniques to address emotional eating patterns and make healthier choices, including food that are rich in antioxidants. All right, next is Vitamins and Minerals. And the name of this book is Mindful Eating 101, A Guide for Beginning by Meredith Burgess. And I think we talked about Meredith before back in November when we were talking about mindful eating. But this is a beginner-friendly guide that introduces the concept of mindful eating and provides practical tips for incorporating vitamins and minerals into your daily balance through mindful food choices. And see, these resources combine nutrition information with mindful practice to promote a holistic approach to eating, and that nourishes both your body and your mind. All right, so now that we got that and we understand what the key nutrition is, and to get our body nutritious, we're going to take a quick break, and then when we come back, we're going to talk more about caring for our body. But this time is about embracing exercise and movement, all right? It's your girl, the goddess, NmW&x here on the Season of Self-Love podcast, and we'll be right back.
Love Podcast with Nyomi&x, where every day is a chance to embrace self-discovery and personal growth. Join Nyomi on a transformative journey, streaming exclusively on Spotify and Breaker. With daily episodes from Monday through Friday, podcast is your daily dose of inspiration, motivation, and self-love. Dive deep into engaging conversations about self-care, mindfulness, and personal development. Nyomi brings you expert insights, practical tips, and uplifting stories from thought leaders in the field. Embark on a journey of self-discovery and unlock the power of self-love. Mark your calendars and tune in to the Season of Self-Love podcast, available every weekday on Spotify and Spreaker. Remember, it's time to prioritize yourself and embrace the beautiful season of self-love. Get inspired and join Nyomi&x on the Season of Self-Love podcast.
All right, it's your girl, the goddess, NmW&x here, and welcome back to the Season of Self-Love podcast. Today we're talking about foundation of physical health and caring for your body. And in this segment, we're talking about embracing exercise and movement. So frequent exercise and movement are a part of our self-care practices that respect our bodies. It demands of movement, and it go beyond simple fitness goals. So finding joy in movement is so essential, whether it's be through yoga, walking, or anything in between. But I have a few pointers for making exercise a happy and more meaningful part of your everyday routine. All right. So see, the thing is that a lot of us tend to, when we hear about working out, we think of it, and I'm going to say we think of it more of a slave kind of mentality. Like we really don't want to do it, and so sometimes you have to make it fun. So as I mentioned in the first segment is that I went to AI and I put in all of my stats and, all of the things that I wanted. And so it's kind of, for me, the motivation and the funness for me is challenging of myself. It's challenging myself because what I put in AI is what my desire is. And I don't have, when I say this, it might sound messed up. I don't have, what's that word? And I'm trying to find that word. You know how you have people that you sit and you talk to that they can probably have their own thoughts of you. See, when going into it, and I know this, like, damn, Naomi, are you bashing trainers? No, I'm not. I'm not bashing anybody. It's that when you meet people, people already believe what they believe about you. You know what I mean? And so I don't think, I'm going to say it. I don't believe that people can truly just see people for face value. Does that make sense? So saying for this, speaking of this, me as a retired, I've been retired for almost 12 years of adult entertainment, of being a adult performer. But when people see me, regardless to what I has transitioned or transformed from, they will always see me in that manner. Meaning that even with the conversations are limited. So even when I'm on, just say I'm on TikTok live right now, I'm doing a behind the scenes right now. The first thing that somebody will ask me is, what's your favorite scene? Even though I'm talking particularly something totally different. But what I've learned now is that I have to understand this was my first introduction to them. This is my first introduction to them. So even when working with different trainers and stuff like that, I will go in with my real name. But once they see me, it's a whole different thing. Oh, this is her. So I will have to give her, this for this, because they already, instead of listening to my needs. Does that make sense? I hope I'm making sense to you all just listening in this podcast. But for me, that's why I took it into my own hands and kind of put it, because AI, they don't know me from Adam. Well, they don't know. Yeah, they don't, because I didn't put it in as Naomi Banks. I put it in just a regular person, a 5'9" and a half, 205-pound woman. And I put that in and I asked for the things that I needed, and they were able to incorporate and put it in. Now the challenge is to see if I'm able to follow it, see if I can be my own motivation, and see if I can get those desired goals that I need, period. What it also do, me posting it on social media, it makes me accountable. That's what it does. It makes me accountable. So it makes it fun for me, as well as it's showing a part of my self-care routine. I'm going beyond my boundaries, especially here that I'm literally, as I'm talking to you all now, I'm literally on live on TikTok, which used to scare the shit out of me because there used to be so many freaking trolls that I just couldn't handle it. So this was a part of my, going beyond that, going beyond my limited beliefs. And I said I was challenging myself every day in the month of March to go on to TikTok Live. And I'm going to be honest, because it's a lot of money that can be made from here. And if I can kill two birds with one stone, hello, I am going to do that. And I don't care what nobody say. You know what I mean? So this is what I'm saying about when I say health, wellness, and well-being for the month of March. I'm not playing, because this is the last month in the first quarter. And I'm already behind on my timeline of things. So I had to say, you have to get it. You have to kick it back in order, girl, and get it going. and get it going. And to be honest, I know it's only been 3 days, Monday, Tuesday, and it's Wednesday, 3 days, but I'm having so much fun. I'm having so much fun with editing. I'm having so much fun with all of it, even getting back into the exercise, even with the eating plans that they've given me. It's some of the things that I would have done anyway. But it's good to see that. But also, it's just making it more accountable. So when people hear me, when they hear me and I say about me being 51 and, Naomi, why you keep saying that? Man, let me tell you something. Through my whole time being in the entertainment industry, when I say I was in the entertainment industry, I wasn't just in the adult entertainment industry. I was in the music industry. I was in the modeling industry. I was in the mainstream movie industry. I've been in the industry a long time. I've been in the industry since I was 16 years old. I'm 51. So majority of my life, of my adult life, has been in front of a camera on a stage performing for others. And so I had to be aware of what I look like. What's my body shape? Not only that, I had to lie about my age. So now me at a big 51, I love it because I am able to embrace every bit of me. Every bit of me. I embrace it all. Period. When they say, well, no, you look good. You know what? Yeah, I know I look good. But I want to look goddamn awesome. Not for nobody else, but for me. I used to have this saying, if I walk past a mirror and I don't turn myself on, then that's something that I got to work on. It wasn't never about anybody else's eyes. It was always about my eyes. It was always about my eyes. And that's how I do it. It's always about my eyes and no one else's. So I hope that you guys kind of understand why it's important for me to do this month. It also for me to be recording on to do the live here on TikTok as well. Period. Because it really is for me. I'm sorry. But if anyone can learn from any of this, what I'm talking about and saying, and can relate to it, then hey, I've done something else good and great. Now I lost my place. I just have to laugh on that one. That was just too funny. All right, so we were talking about the pointers and the tips on having, first of all, on how to have a positive habit when exercising. First, choose activities that you enjoy and select exercises that you genuinely like and look forward to doing. Whether it's dancing, hiking, yoga, or playing a sport, finding activities that bring you joy and will make the exercise more enjoyable. Like I mentioned before, I used to run track and play basketball and dance. And basketball I used to play basketball a lot. I think I played basketball all the way up until I was like 30, maybe 35. And then I just stopped playing basketball. And I'm not talking about professional or anything. I played, 21 in my backyard. I had a half-court basketball hoop that, me and my man and everybody will be back, and we'll have pickup games that we'll do with the younger kids. So I played that until I was, like 35. So now even in some of my my workout plans, I do a lot of my basketball workout things I do. From my suicides to my booty crawls. So, all of those things, I put that into my workout plan. Now a new thing is that I swim. If you would have asked me back when I was 19 and 20 years old about swimming, but now I do. I do. Right now we're getting, the pool is being cleaned and getting ready for our summer months here. And that is a part of my routine, is my pool, working out with that. All right, the next thing is set realistic goals. Set achievable and realistic fitness goals for yourself. And start small and gradually increase intensity of your duration of your workouts. And celebrate your progress along the way to stay motivated. And 3, create a routine. Designate a specific times in your day for exercise to establish a consistent routine. And treat these workout sessions as non-negotiable in appointments with yourself. All right, so I am very guilty of not following that. And the reason why is because I have a whole lot. I am a mother. My mom stays with me now, and I am a caregiver for her. She's now been diagnosed with dementia. And so there's things that I have to do to make sure that she is good and my daughter is good and my man is good, So I have to make sure my house is running, my business is running, the podcast, all of these things. I'm not making no excuses, but this is something definitely that I need to work on to making time. Before I used to do my workouts early in the morning. I no longer could do that because now I have a morning podcast that I do Monday through Friday. So now I have to find a way to adjust it. But also what I learned through my self-love journey is that it's always good that you can be adaptable, that you can readjust. All right. So even when I said this to be consistent in your routine, yes, be consistent in your routines. But if you have to change something up, be okay with that. Have compassion for yourself. All right. Have compassion for yourself. All right. Next is to mix it up. Keep your workouts interesting by incorporating a variety of activities. Try different types of exercise to prevent boredom and target different muscle groups. Let me say this. This is something that I love to do on Instagram, on TikTok. There are so many different fitness people that you can, follow. There's several that I follow and I love. And I kind of, save their stuff and kind of, try some of their stuff out. And maybe you can do the same. That's how I, kind of build a lot of my exercises too. So even with what AI has given me, I'm going to implement some of those exercises in to kind of break the boredom out, because sometimes things can get, get too stagnated for me. And I said, find a workout buddy. Exercising with a friend or joining a fitness class can make workouts more enjoyable and provide accountability. So let me tell you who my workout buddies are. My social media people. And let me tell you why. Because when I am working out with buddies in that situation, we tend to get to talking, get to doing something else. Our motivation is talking. We don't get it. If we ain't playing basketball, we not getting it. So for you all, yes, please do that. For me, social media has been my buddy. All right, and focus on how you feel. Pay attention to how exercise make you feel both physically and mentally. And acknowledge the positive effects on physical activity on your mood, your energy levels, and your overall well-being. And don't forget to track your progress. Keep a workout journal or use a fitness app to track your progress. All right? Because seeing the improvements in your strength and your endurance and flexibility can be so motivating and rewarding. And it has several different apps that you can do that. And reward yourself with a treat. Treat yourself to a small reward after completing a workout or reaching a fitness milestone. Rewards can serve as a positive reinforcement and keep you motivated to stay consistent with your exercise routine. And this is my favorite, is practice mindful movement. Approach exercise with mindfulness by focusing on the present moment and connecting with your body. Pay attention to how your body moves, your breathing, and the sensation you are experiencing during your exercise. And listen to your body. Be kind to yourself and listen to your body cues. Rest when it is needed. Modify the exercise if it's necessary, and prioritize recovering to prevent burnout by injuries. So by incorporating these pointers in your exercise routines, you can make a physical activity a happy and meaningful part of your everyday life. So remember that consistency is the key, and taking care of your body through regular exercise is an act of what? It's an act of self-love. All right. Let's take a quick break, and when we come back, we're going to talk about rest. All right, it's your girl, Goddess, NmW&x here on the Season of Self-Love podcast, and we'll be right back.
Love Podcast with Nyomi Banks, where every day is a chance to embrace self-discovery and personal growth. Join Nyomi on a transformative journey, streaming exclusively on Spotify and Breaker. With daily episodes from Monday through Friday, podcast is your daily dose of inspiration, motivation, and self-love. Dive deep into engaging conversations about self-care, mindfulness, and personal development. Nyomi brings you expert insights, practical tips, and uplifting stories from thought leaders in the field. Embark on a journey of self-discovery and unlock the power of self-love. Mark your calendars and tune in to the Season of Self-Love podcast. Available every weekday on Spotify and Spreaker. Remember, it's time to prioritize yourself and embrace the beautiful season of self-love. Get inspired and join Nyomi Banks on the Season of Self-Love podcast.
All right, my beautiful people. Well, welcome back. It's your girl, Goddess Nyomi Banks here on the Season of Self-Love podcast. And today we are talking about the foundation, taking care of our body, nutrition, all of those things. And in this segment, we were talking about rest and recuperation. So exercise and nutrition are very crucial, but so are rest and recuperating. Our bodies and our minds are rejuvenated by restful sleep and relaxation. So let's discuss some methods on reducing stress and improving the quality of our sleep, along with quick guided meditations to help us relax and practice mindfulness. All right, so here are some methods for reducing stress and improving quality of sleep. Mindfulness. Practicing mindfulness and meditation can reduce stress and promote, leading to better sleep quality. Spend a few minutes each day focusing on your breath and your body to calm your mind and body. So that's something that we do here on the Season of Self-Love podcast. If you realize that in the beginning of every episode, I do a guided breathing exercise. And then on Friday, we do a guided meditation at the end of the show. And this is just to help center ourselves and prepare us for whether we're receiving a message or whatever, or preparing us for the day or an event. And that's what we do here on the Season of Self-Love. Regular exercise. Engage in regular physical activity that can help reduce stress levels and improve sleep quality. Aim for at least 30 minutes of exercise most of the days a week to reap the benefits. 3, limiting screen time. I am so guilty of not being able to do this. All right, so sometimes I do a fasting. And in the fasting, what I do is I do not turn on the TV until midnight. And sometimes I don't get on social media. I'm not till midnight, until noon. I'm sorry. But now it's hard for me. It's difficult for me to not go on social media and do, because a lot of times I have to post what's the daily affirmation for the day, something like that. So limiting for me, and I'm just being honest, for me, limiting screen time has, so what I do, I don't watch TV until noon or to whatever I'm finished with, my work that I'm doing. So it says reduce exposure to electronic devices such as phones, tablets, and computers before bedtime. The blue light emanated from the screens can disrupt the production of the melatonin and hormones that regulates your sleep. Establishing a bedtime routine. Create a relaxing bedtime routine to signal to your body that it's time to wind down. And this can include activities like reading, taking a warm bath, or practicing gentle yoga stretches. Also, creating a comfortable sleep environment. Make sure your bedroom is conducive to sleep by keeping it cool, dark, and quiet. Invest in comfortable mattress and pillows that support your good sleep posture, as well as limiting your caffeine and alcohol intake. Avoid consuming caffeine and alcohol close to bedtime, and as they can interfere with your ability to fall and stay asleep. Next is practicing relaxation techniques. Techniques like progressive muscle relaxation. Deep breathing or guided imaginary imagery can help calm your mind and body before bedtime. So promoting restful sleep and journaling. Take a few minutes before you head to bed and jot down any thoughts or worries that may be keeping you awake. And this can help clear your mind and reduce stress levels and making it easier to relax and fall asleep. So by incorporating these methods into your routine, you can reduce stress and improve the quality of your sleep, leading to better overall health and well-being. So actually, I got a couple of sources that would actually help you too. That you can find some guided meditations to help you relax and practice mindfulness. There's an app that's called Headspace. It's a popular meditation app that offers a guided meditation for various purposes, including stress reduction, sleep improvement, and mindful practices, as well as Calm. I have Calm. Calm is a favorite one of mine. Another well-known meditation app that provides guided sessions for relaxation, focus, sleep, and more. It also includes soothing nature sounds and music. YouTube. YouTube is another one that has guided meditation videos on YouTube. I have quite a few up there myself. And it's free guided meditation. And then also I offer custom guided meditation that are geared towards your needs. All right, my beautiful people. So as we are coming close to the ending of this episode, I hope that it has motivated you to see your physical health as an essential component of your journey towards your self-love. And please never forget that taking care of your physical needs also takes care of your soul. So in this week, I challenge you, my beautiful people, to make one modest adjustment that respects your physical well-being. So together, let's commit to these self-love practices, such as making healthy food choices, yes, going for walks, getting enough sleep, and all of those good things. But again, I thank you, I appreciate you. Thank you for sharing this space. I appreciate you listening to the Season of Self-Love podcast with me. You being here serves a lovely reminder of how significant our journey together is. And I want you to remember to subscribe, leave a comment, and come back for more episodes where we'll discuss other avenues of our self-love and personal development. Have a good one.
Thank you for listening to the Season of Self-Love podcast. If you have any questions or would like to connect with us, you can follow us on social media. Just search for the Season of Self-Love on Instagram. And if you have any questions or topics you'd like us to cover, feel free to email us at elevateme9999@gmail.com. And remember, you are worthy of love, growth, and happiness. So keep shining bright, and I'll see you tomorrow for another episode of the Season of Self-Love. Be good to one another and yourselves, and always keep it sexy. Send the light, love, and prayers.